Hello and welcome to Latitude 59 Pitch Competition Pre-Finals Day 3. My name is Katlin Karolin-Noormägi and with me
is not runner today. Actually, a guest appearance from Tim. Nice to be here again. Nice to see all of you. Lying a bit, I don't see anybody. I don't have anything in front of me, but still nice to be here. And day 3, I was about to say it's day 4, but yesterday it was day off, so day 3 it is.
Because we were celebrating Anu's birthday.
I was working. Anyway, today is all about Healthtech and Medtech. And I think that no need to have a long introduction. Let's see who are the jury today and kick it off as soon as we can.
Yep. Today we have 4 juries with us. Actually 3, but in all together it's 4. First of all, we have Merili Varsamaa, who is the manager of Tenopol Healthtech community. Hi.
Hi from my side.
So how's it going? Are you ready for all the information you're about to receive?
Very excited about the startups we're going to pitch really soon. So really fun to see who will bring this kind of a global impact. So be prepared.
So next up we have Andra Alto, who's head of customer data and strategic transformation of SEB Bank. So Andra, it's very interesting to have a representative of a bigger corporation checking small startups. What is your expectation?
Super excited, of course. I think they are very experienced. Some of the new tech, some of the kind of research background. Super excited.
All right.
Glad to have you with us. Next up, we have the trainer of all the pitches because he has been doing it for a long time. And we love him for it. We have Gleb Maltsev. Hi.
Hey, good to be here. I'm very excited about the pitches.
This is definitely not your first rodeo. You have been the jury here before, and you have been connected with Latitude for I don't even know how many years now. So what are your expectations to the startups pitching today?
Yeah, it's my 3rd time. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how the team's improved. We had a webinar with them. This is a very special category for me, so a lot of medical. I actually come from a medical family, so my dad's still, but my whole family's still practicing. My sister, stepmom, dad, all that. And the second component here is mental health coaching. Definitely excited about that. Coach myself, so I know founders usually have a challenging time with that themselves. So I'm definitely looking forward how they improved.
And it's also worthy to mention that Gleb has a birthday today. So all of you guys can wish him happy birthday through the comment section, and we can check afterwards who did not wish him a happy birthday and make conclusions. So you know what to do.
Very motivational. I love it.
And finally, we have Tõnu Esko, who is a venture partner and scientific advisor Specialist VC, who is joining us live online. Hello, Tõnu. Is this your first rodeo, or how is it going with those pitching competition events?
Yes, hello, and apologies for not being physically there, but as everybody these days is online, so we can manage. So it's my second time being on voting both for the top 40 and the top 10. So, but very excited. We have from the specialist side some cash to distribute, so no stress.
Some.
But there is at least something on the table for trying to do a good pitch and good way to answer the questions. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining, and good luck for judging today's companies.
As Tõnu said, we have some money to give away. So some in our world, it means $1 million. So we are giving away $1 million for the 2nd year in a row now. But other than that, we have 6 other prizes as well.
So first of all, the opportunity to represent the Baltics at the new Nordics Pitch Competition Finals.
Then we have Google Cloud credits for the best startups.
Every year, as always, good old and very trustworthy InfoBip is giving out their solutions and credits for the best startups.
Workland is also offering their lovely office spaces for the 3 best startups.
Very specific but magnetic talent award from Talent Hub.
And PRnews.io, Moonescade, and Jacobo Solutions is giving away technical and service support.
Right, so on this note, I think the formalities are concluded and we can move on to the most important part, pitching.
The startup pitches.
pitching.
Both.
Anyway, move to the important part. Today, you will hear the pitches of 9 different startups. 3 countries are being represented: Estonia, United States, and Poland. And as I already mentioned, the verticals of today are Healthtech and Medtech.
And I think we also need to mention that this year we had a maximum number of 526 startups who were up for running to be the top 40-something startups in these pre-finals.
The judges will be picking the best one, and you will know who is the best if you stay tuned and with us until the end.
Yep, and also tomorrow the judges are putting their heads together again and picking another 4, or at least 4. So on the big stage on the 24th of May in Kultuurikatel at L59 conference, get your tickets, you will see the pitch competition finals where we can all get to know who is the lucky one to win the million.
Right. Without further ado, let's kick it off. The first team who will be pitching today is called 7 Sense, represented by Madis Päev. And 7 Sense is developing telehaptic site to help visually impaired to see through the sense of a touch. The stage is yours. Kick it off.
Hello, my name is Madis and I'm Sales and Marketing Manager for 7 Sense. And we have created the first telehaptic site. Essentially, we are changing the blind light from complete darkness into a new haptic reality, which allows them to engage with the world in a unique way. There are over 300 million blind people globally, and the number grows by 23% on average every decade, so we are in an urgent need for radical innovation. We have developed the first advanced haptic material that can transmit the digital data into a tactile experience. Our first device, SuperBrain, is a camera that translates the surrounding environment on scale. The user can feel the objects, motion, speed, and even distance. And here is an example of how the blind user can easily catch a ball. We are already working closely with the various organizations, from blind unions to rehabilitation centers. We have a successful pilot project in Estonia and ongoing pilots in Norway and Finland. In addition, we have first distribution agreements in Norway and Spain. Our team has decades of experience in engineering and software development. Our CEO and CPO both have experience in medical industry, and I have experience in highly regulated industries like insurance and business development. So we have the competence to be successful in this field. We have raised almost 5 million euros from European Innovation Council and early stage investors. Now we are seeking additional 2 million to build up the business development team and start the commercial production. So, if you would like to be part of the completely new technical vertical, reach out to me and let's continue the conversation.
All right, thanks a lot for the pitch. And I have some questions, but who cares? It's important the jury has the questions. Over to you.
Okay. Thanks so much. Very interesting, and I've seen you in national TV already, so like a good promotion campaign has started, as I understand. I also noticed that the pre-order is available already. How this has taken up? Is there any pre-orders?
Not through the website, but the pre-orders are in. And then we just started the promotion.
All right. Thank you, Madis, for the overview. I think I got some questions written down, so maybe I can also share an insight. So who are your biggest competitors? So who else is providing on the market similar solutions or is striving to the same direction? Maybe you can give an overview.
It's a good question. Our technology is literally something new that has never been on the market before, which means that we don't have like direct competitors, but in general, the blind industry is quite fragmented, but we still compete with all the white gains, with guide dogs, and of course, the new startups that pop up every day. So every company is solving the same problem, just with the different methods.
Thank you. And would you say the business model you're using, is it the B2B or B2C? So, and what is the pricing model around that?
Maybe Johannes will answer that.
Okay, so hello everybody, I'm Johannes and I'm the CEO of this company and the founder. So the short answer to your question is that the main business will be B2B, but not maybe in a traditional way. So we are working with the blind foundations around Europe and with the different therapeutic and clinical organizations that will be providing this device for the end users. However, we also have the capability to sell directly to end users, and we are seeing such a huge demand and the pull for this device and for this technology that in many countries where the bureaucracies might be a little bit slower, there are many people who want to purchase it themselves. So we are basically practicing both of these business models.
All right, and with that, the time for the questions is up. Thank you, team, and let's move on to the next one.
Yep, next up we have Elomia Health, and from there we have Taras Pohrebniak, and they say that Elomia is a conversational AI designed for mental health support. I want to hear all about it.
Hey, my name is Taras, and we are developing Elomia. It's a conversational AI for improving mental health. We've been working in this field since 2019, and currently we are one of the world's most experienced teams at the intersection of mental health and generative AI. I'm an AI engineer and a second-time founder in the mental health space. Anastasia holds a PhD in psychology, and Michael is one of the best conversational AI engineers in Eastern Europe. Based on the number of sessions per user and average session duration, Elomia today is the most advanced product in this category. People engage with more frequently than with any other mental health chatbot. We were able to hit these metrics because over the last 4 years, our clinical team has collected what is now the largest mental health dataset in the world. We operate under B2B2C business model. We sell group subscriptions to employers, universities, and digital health providers. Currently, we have 3 organizations in the pilot stage. They should convert into contracts for a total amount of up to $343,000. At the beginning, I said that we are one of the most experienced teams in this space. That means that we know AI limitations. However, recently we started research on a new AI training method, and we now have evidence that it can allow large language models to go far beyond what was possible before. In particular, we are seeing that this method can allow AI to start performing very close to or even above the level of a human therapist. Of course, we would be happy to share a preview of this paper with you. So what does this really mean? It means that we can disrupt a $400 billion mental health care market with a solution that can be as effective but anonymous, available around the clock, and 100 times more affordable.
Thanks a lot, and let's hear it from the judges.
So maybe I start from the online. So what could you explain how exactly the AI helps to make your product, more human friendly and make it loved by the clients?
Hey, could you please clarify what do you mean by accepted?
I mean, how exactly you're using the AI engine to provide a good service for the client.
So we use large language models that were trained on our private datasets. We use a set of large language models that produce different responses. And then we have a separate set of models that basically screen these responses for the quality. And then we have let's imagine 10 responses generated. They all were screened, and we know that this exact response is the best. We send it to the user. So that's how we use this technology currently.
I'm going to ask this. So thank you very much, Taras. Listen, so you're comparing it ultimately to human level, and so text-based therapy, totally get it. LLMs tend to hallucinate though, right? And so you're obviously bringing this up. I mean, it's a sensitive item, right? It's your mental health and all that, if I understand correctly. Like, are we there yet? Like, are you saying the study's saying it's legitimate, it's appropriate, or are we still stuck with human-based therapy? So I'm trying to figure out how good is it right now and where it's heading.
So I will answer in this way. We are not there yet. We are stuck with human therapists. Of course, there is nothing that can replace a human touch, but would it be on a par or better with the human therapist? I can't believe it, but the data is the data. And we try to verify it, and we try to find somebody who will say, like, oh my God, you are so stupid. Like, what the fuck, I'm sorry, is that? We failed because everybody said that it should work, it's feasible, and regarding the safety, of course, it's very important. So currently on the market, we have one of the, let's say, it's the best safety guardrails systems. Unfortunately, I can't share my screen right now, but there are a lot. We detect everything from symptoms to, like, we can even detect if somebody who is using the product is below 18 years old, like a teenager, for example. So then we can adapt for kids, for example. Like in most cases, we simply do not serve them, but that's just an example of how advanced the safety measure system is.
All right, thank you, Taras. Me personally, I'm really excited to see where the startup will get you. But let's move on.
The next team that will be coming to pitch is EsaDres, represented by Karin Koerman. EsaDres is a deep tech company developing personalized solutions for the treatment of chronic wounds. The stage is yours. Kick it off.
Hello, my name is Karin. I'm a CEO and co-founder of EsaDres. We plan to change the wound care by providing personalized wound dressings for the treatment of chronic wounds. Chronic wounds are a major problem for the society due to the health problems they cause to the patients as well as high healthcare costs. Current treatments do not always lead to successful healing, and the major problems are that all patients are different, all wounds are different, and they require different treatments. Clinicians do not always have an access to the available products that they actually want. EsaDres has a solution for the problem. We provide customized and on-demand manufacturing of dressings in clinics at the hospital pharmacy. Therefore, personalized wound dressings can be prepared in according to the patient's individual need. And all three important key aspects are covered for wound healing: right place, right time, and right cure. Clinicians can provide the treatment that they want, and patients will receive the treatment that they actually need, leading to faster wound healing, reduced mortality, morbidity, and healthcare costs. Wound care market is highly crowded, and clear growth is seen. Competitors on the market are providing single product, single solution options, and nobody is providing customized and on-demand products which the patients often need. Our team consists of researchers with different backgrounds, and we complement each other. We have worked together more than 10 years in the field of wound care products, and we constantly collaborate with clinicians and manufacturers, and we have excellent legal, regulatory, and business advisors on board. We have already found our first customer, Tartu University Hospital, where we have set up the manufacturing, and we are currently recruiting for our clinical trials. Today, we are looking for pre-seed funding in order to continue the development in our business and technology, and I would like to thank you for your attention.
Thanks a lot for the pitch. It seems like a very competitive space. Several startups from Estonia tackling the same problem. So very curious to learn more through the questions of the jury.
Karin, thank you so much. Very, very exciting field, definitely, and so good to hear that personalized healthcare is this what you are aiming for. I'm wondering about the kind of like the business conditions and the commercial terms, and how costly it would become the product if it's so personalized and like close to the patient, basically produce on site or?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Actually, indeed, in some cases, it may think that personalized, then we only have only one person who will get it. But in this case, when the clinic can provide it for different patients and dressing is made according to the need, then we will reduce the overall use of dressings that do not work. And that's the major business part in our idea.
Okay, thank you.
Also wanted to ask, so as it's tailored wound dressing for each of the persons, so what is the period of actually developing this for a single person? So,
yeah, that's a good question as well. Actually, we have formulations already ready-made. What we can add there are components that are actively working, which means that those are the ones that we start to modify. And that's actually what we are currently doing all the time. We develop those formulations. Of course, we start with some of the formulations that we have more data on, and then we continue. And that's the idea.
And how costly it is for the hospital pharmacy? So how is the financial model behind that?
Yeah, we actually have made different business proposals or collaboration options. The first clinic indeed is in a collaboration as a partner as well. But the second ones who are actual customers and start providing money or giving us the money, they can have both options, renting options, as well as purchasing the overall solution. And I think the renting option is similar as a normal printing machine that they will pay of using the machine in their clinics.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the specification.
I'll kick this off. What did you learn from your first pilot? I guess this was Tartu Hospital. What, like the maybe top 3 things you learned, like short and sweet?
Well, short answer is that we have now set up the equipment there, and currently we are recruiting for the patients. So we haven't yet done the clinical trial. But I think the major learning point was making the agreements between different institutions and how this can be smoothly done in order that everybody can understand what they can get out of the project or what we are doing. And what we want is to actually help the people with chronic wounds.
Lovely mission. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for answers. Thanks a lot for questions. And we are moving on.
Yep. Next up is Lyfery. And from there we have Mihkel Mandre. Lyfery offers life insurance which price depends on the health behavior. Can't wait to hear all about it.
Hi, I'm Mihkel, coming from the life insurance. I know that business inside out, and I care about the industry, and we want to double the value life insurance can do. The problem out there is that life insurance is too costly. It's too costly, especially for the people with good health behavior. They are paying too much, and around 80% of the customer money goes to cover the costs and margins of the large institutions. We will turn that business upside down, setting the customer interest to the front. Prices will go down up to 2 times. The business model, how we will do it. Lyfery legally will be agent. We will cooperate with our insurance partner. We have agreed corporate level tariffs and conditions that nobody can access. We will add our fees on top. And now we have also agreed a profit sharing agreement, which will mean that Lyfery will build a scoring pricing model to transfer the profits into individual discounts. My own example, comparing my €100,000 cover policy from the past and right now, I do save €3,700 in the next 10 years. Where we are, we already launched. We have reached out into our first customer base. Compensa Vienna Insurance Group is our insurance partner, and we are backed by 15 investors, including Risto Rassar, well-known insurance innovator, and Tenity as institutional VC. Team behind is superior. It's the best insurance competence. 25 years is my background from Swedbank. Indrek, similar decades-long experience from SEB. We will start from Estonia, already have launched. We'll expand to the Baltics and to the next CEE region during the next couple of years. We are fundraising. Join us into this journey.
Thank you, Mihkel. I sure have a lot of questions myself, but I'm still not the one giving away the money. So let's hear it from the people who are.
So I'll just start with the first question. Thank you, Mihkel, for the overview. So you provide life insurance depending on person's health behavior. So how do you collect this data and how do you calculate the insurance fund regarding that?
Based on the questionnaires and based on the data from the wearables and mobile phones. This is how we will do it. And effectively, then we build a scoring risking model that will reward people's health efforts and efforts for the prevention. That's the model.
Are you also in the process of applying for a medical device as you're collecting the data out of persons' wearables?
No, we don't want to go into that territory. And rather, for example, we will measure such categories like physical activity, nutrition, sleep, your efforts into the prevention, and rather the efforts what people are doing on their own. So we don't want to give the health and medical advice as such. That's a different territory. That's not our competence.
Thank you.
Hi, and thank you. And I've heard you before, and good to see you again. The question, why Compensa or Vienna Group actually needs you? What's your unique kind of selling point? And the second is like how easy or difficult it is to copy you? I mean...
For the insurance partner like Compensa, we will build additional business volumes for them. And we will also target slightly different customers, such customers whose risk level is different. So there are less claims. And that lower risk will also transfer for the less payouts from Compensa's point of view. So they are interested of the business volumes growth, of course, that we will help to assure through different business model and also through different distribution channels and approach.
I got that this is an edge. So Compensa, Vienna Insurance Group, you have, I guess, an agreement that makes it so much cheaper for you and them. But then if you want to expand, you mentioned Central and Eastern Europe, you mentioned Baltics. Is it so dependent on companies like them? Like how much negotiating power do they really have? And what's your play there? Basically, I'm trying to figure out how dependent are you on an individual provider, and will that sabotage your growth efforts in the future?
We will have all the tools how to select. Most natural and easier, this is to expand through Compensa and Vienna Insurance Group, because that's Austrian-based group. They have access and they are in place in 30 different Central and Eastern European countries. If the agreement from our perspective is good enough, we will definitely prefer them, but we are not limited. And if our start is successful in Estonia, then I think there is a queue of life insurance companies who want to partner with us. And I do have some names who already are interested.
And with that, the 3 minutes is over. So thank you, Jerry, and thank you, Mihkel.
Thank you.
Right, moving on, the next company that will be pitching for us is Migrevention, and Katrina Laks will be presenting the case. It is the first fully digital headache clinic in the world for migraine patients and specialists. Let's hear it.
I'm Katrina, CEO and co-founder of Migrevention. I have been a migraine patient for almost 20 years, and now we're revolutionizing migraine management for over 1 billion people globally affected by this lifelong brain disease. The healthcare system is failing migraine sufferers. 96% never receive proper care due to overwhelmed healthcare providers. Digital health solutions could solve the problem, but existing solutions are fragmented, targeting either patients or providers. Migrevention bridges this gap. with fully digital headache clinic. We integrate mobile-based software as a medical device-grade technology for a patient with a healthcare provider data-intensive patient management dashboard. This way we provide holistic and efficient care, and we have evidence that we bring both cost and time efficiency to the healthcare system. We hold valuable data from nearly 9,000 patients who have recorded almost 70,000 migraine episodes. Since late 2023, we have given Estonian providers superpowers through license-based access to the specialist patient management dashboard. We currently enable better management for over 30,000 migraine sufferers through them. Estonian data supports our expanding into the UK via private partnerships, and we aim to serve 10,000 migraine patients already this year. Our next year's roadmap includes UK's National Health Services partnership and bringing our second-generation solution, including digital therapeutics and decision support tool, to the market post-clinical trial ending. Migrevention is founded by migraine specialists, including my own neurologist, Dr. Mark Prashinsky, and currently comprises a diverse team of 9 people able to build and market software-based medical devices. We are proudly supported by an international clinical advisory board. We are raising a pre-seed round of €1 million, out of which part is already committed. Show that headache matters and join the round.
Thanks a lot for the pitch, and it's good to see you. Handing over to the jury.
Hi.
Yes, hello, Katrina. Me as a migraine sufferer, so it's good to see a product that really could help have a great impact. So my question is, like, what's your business model? Is it like business like B2B or B2C or even B2G? And what's the hardest part in making the sales, whichever the way how we do it?
Thank you, Tõnu, for sharing your own story. Today, our business model currently is mainly B2B for healthcare providers, and that applies both to Estonia and the UK. But we aim to national reimbursement in both Estonia as the test market and UK as the beachhead market, and thus we go B2G.
And the second question, how your competition, like who are your main competitors, and do they already have the MDR regulations or certification in place, or in this way you are also quite ahead of the wave?
Thank you, Tõnu. Also a very good question, and thank you for bringing the MDR into the play. Our competitors go into different groups, one of them being wellness devices or wellness solutions, which do not have the regulations. But as said before, the market is very fragmented, and that means that these solutions are not the direct competitors. There are a few solutions that have MDR regulations, but they don't cover the full pathway for the migraine patient and the healthcare provider, and they don't provide the full care. We see ourselves as the future platform for different migraine-specific solutions. Currently, we're mainly meant for medication monitoring, but we can be used also in the future for example, neuromodulation monitoring.
Thanks.
Thank you, Katrina, for the overview. You mentioned that there's a large need worldwide. Can you also maybe say what is the volume of how many patients can you serve through your solutions, and what are the target countries you're focused on besides Estonia and UK?
Thank you, Marilyn, for a very good question. I'm hearing a lot of echo, sorry. So our target markets currently are going towards the UK, then the US, and we are not serving the patients directly, but we are using this B2B license-based model so the healthcare providers are serving their own patients.
Thank you for the specification.
Thanks a lot, and best of luck. Moving on to the next team.
Yep.
Thank
But
you.
in meantime, 5 startups are done, 4 to go. Jory, how are you feeling?
Awesome.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear. So next up, we have Carmen Kivisild from Elomia AI. Elomia is revolutionizing antiviral drug discovery by harnessing the power of AI. Let's see.
As a little girl, I decided to change the world. This wasn't just a childhood dream, it was a promise. So I became a scientist. My work was focusing on finding novel antivirals, drugs that fight against viruses and pandemics. This is the number of average failure rate in drug discovery. After 12 years in academia, I realized there is a huge gap between discoveries made in labs and patients getting the treatments they deserve. So I founded Elomia. Elomia is not just a company, it's how we change the world. We're using AI technology to fast-track the translation of lab discoveries into potential drugs. We are developing a platform for researchers to plan their experiments and share the results with the rest of the world. It collects ML-readable data about the exact conditions of the experiments and their outcomes. Elomia also mines data from publicly available datasets, scientific papers, and combines it with the raw data that comes from researchers. Next, we funnel this data into our AI models to find the fastest, most efficient, and successful path to novel discoveries. TechBio is the hottest word in AI field, and there are literally hundreds of companies using AI to solve drug discovery. What makes Elomia special is our focus on antivirals and collaboration with academic scientists to get proprietary data. This is the power team behind Elomia, made of biology, AI, legal, product experts, each bringing their unique skill set to the table. I founded Elomia 8 months ago. During this time, we have grown from a single person to 8-people team, have built the MVP and getting ready for the launch event. We're talking with biotech companies to sign the first client, and beginning of the next year, we will test the first drug targets in the lab. Our goal for the next 18 months is to reach 200,000 academic scientists and onboard first 10 biotech companies. We're raising 2 million to continue the platform development to get the proprietary data, increase computing power, and keep the wonderful talent we have in the team. And this is how I'm keeping my promise and fulfilling my dreams, so you and everyone else don't have to face another pandemic ever again.
Thank you, Carmen. That sounds really interesting. But let's hear it from the judges.
Super great. Carmen, thank you. And my question is like, you are combining the AI and data collection and all this and the drug research. But which company you actually want to be? Either you will become a kind of like a big database platform for the data and insights, or you are still the kind of like a drug developer?
This is a really good question, and it's a question I get actually quite a bit. So we are a tech bio company, which means that technology comes first, and that's what we are building at the moment. But because the insight we get from the Elomia's platform is so valuable, we want to use it ourselves as well to discover these novel antiviral drugs. So in that sense, I would say that at the moment, we are a tech company, but in the future, we will be having both sides, tech and bio.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, Carmen. A question from my side as well. So how is, give me 3 examples how a pharma company can use the service of Elomia.
Yeah. First example is finding novel drug targets. So getting novel ideas. How they do it at the moment is that they search it from the literature and from their own scientist base as well. But by bringing in academic scientists and the data that is not yet published, you can get these novel insights of 5 minutes after someone discovered in their academic labs. So they basically get the whole world of scientists working for them as well. So that's the first one. Second one is Also, when they use it in-house as well, then the data is not shared with the rest of the world, so you can have it either both ways. And then they can just streamline their own inner processes. So let's say that scientists come to work, start doing protocols, planning the experiments, and then they benefit from the data that comes from academic scientists again by better planning of experiments, and they don't need to repeat the mistakes that someone else has already done. So when they're doing their basic research in that sense. And maybe the third one is that I think these two are the main ones. So if that's okay, I just give you two.
Yes, thanks.
I'm going to ask it from a very simple generalist perspective, although specialist is specialized, but let me ask slightly differently. If there would be an early stage VC listening online, why would they get FOMO? What's the opportunity that you're seeing? I mean, obviously you're MVP and all that, that maybe some other VC firms are not seeing. Could you spell that out explicitly?
Yeah. So I would say that there are a lot of tech bio companies, and tech bio is very hot topic. So obviously VCs are really interested in that. But our way of getting proprietary data that no other tech bio has at the moment, to find best knowledge, that's something that should really get FOMO and see that I think we have cracked it, the way of getting the data that no one else has. So better come and invest in us.
I love it.
Seems like 3 minutes sure isn't enough to answer all the questions our jury has, but we have 3 more startups to go through.
And the next stop is Salu, and Andreas Kotsuba will be presenting the case. Salu is a digital clinic enabling expats to get medical care from qualified doctors worldwide. Let's hear the pitch.
Hey, I'm Andres, the CTO of Salu Health.
Hi, I'm Andreas, the CEO. We are building an app enabling people to get medical care worldwide. It's like a personal doctor with whom you can chat in just minutes, 7 days a week, and in the language you speak. We charge a simple subscription fee to access and use our medical services. We launched in Estonia, but we recently expanded to Spain and Finland.
We start by focusing on experts, a global segment underserved local clinics. This is a 29 billion euro market in Europe alone.
Our monthly recurring revenue is 35,000 euros after 1.5 years of operations. Our app has been used by over 10,000 people across Europe. Oh, and by the way, currently 73% of users find us organically, mainly through word of mouth.
But we don't stop there. In addition to solving health problems, we are building an AI-powered medical assistant that provides personalized health insights, recommendations, and treatment plans so our customers can stay healthy.
We are both second-time founders. We have built and exited a digital bank I co-founded 10 years ago. Our third co-founder, Dr. Ingmar, is a physician with over 20 years of medical experience.
Our goal is to enable every individual to have a personal doctor who can help them cure illnesses and stay healthy. By doing so, we can help our customers have a longer and healthier life. We are looking for investors to join our mission.
So just to wrap it up, we are Salu Health. We make healthcare accessible globally. We are second-time founders, having built digital products in highly regulated industries. And our MRR is 35,000 euros.
Hope to see you soon at Latitude.
Thanks for the pitch. Thanks for the double pitch, I would say. 2 people in the frame. Nice to see. Hey, well, jury, up to you. What are the questions?
So I'll start from my side. Thank you for the pitch, Andreas. Are you also licensed as a healthcare provider, as you also provide these services in Estonia?
Yes. So we are a licensed healthcare provider. We have our own medical team. We focus on providing healthcare online. And I think it's important to note that our license enables us to operate across Europe without us needing separate licenses and medical team in local countries.
And maybe you can just point out with a few words, so how does the solution work? So me as a patient, how do I get to use this?
Sure, good question. So if I'm just any person, so right now we focus on expats, but we have also anybody can use the service. You can just sign up, it just takes 1-2 minutes. You can subscribe to our service. You just add your card details. You will start paying a monthly subscription fee as for Netflix and Spotify, and you can start a chat with our medical team. And our medical team usually responds within 25 to 30 minutes. And out of all of the consultations, we have around 20,000 consultations on our platform. 90% of all of the health needs are actually solved entirely online. So from 7 days a week, from morning till evening, you can actually solve most of the things online. But if you can't solve online, for example, we need to do a blood test or we need to have an in-person examination, we have partner clinics in the countries where we operate, where we will actually send you and you can actually get the offline services as well. So it's mostly online. It also covers offline. It's easy to kind of just start using, consult with a doctor, and it's all subscription based.
Mm-hmm. Thank you a lot.
Andreas, thanks for the pitch. And the telemedicine is not the new thing, right? It has been around, I don't know, 15, 20 years maybe already. So what it has taken so long? What is the kind of like a blocker in this field?
I think there's a lot of players building the telehealth platforms right now, and it has been even over 10 years it has been working. I think what has changed definitely is the COVID definitely accelerated the fact that users are ready to use that, but also that the doctors understand that actually it can be safe. The quality of the care doesn't fall when you actually provide mostly online care. So I think the sentiment changed because of COVID, but also technology has enabled a lot on how to provide it on a scalable way, how to provide it safely. But there's still, I think we're in a very early stage how to provide the care online, because like what Salu does a bit differently compared to other telehealth providers. So there's few different things, but just to point out is that we try to combine the online and offline into one very seamless experience and do it in a way that we can provide on a kind of scalable way. So when you start consulting with our doctor, mostly everything happens online, but we must be sure that the customer also gets the offline care when they need. So how to combine the online and offline worlds together? That's one thing. And the second thing is that in healthcare, mostly people pay for every service what they use. So every consultation, every blood test, every kind of procedure. So for a customer, I'm sick, I want to get care. I don't actually understand how much will it cost for me to get the care what I need. So I think the fact that we're now, what Salu has done is we have introduced subscription-based model the same way as Netflix or Spotify has done in their industries. It makes very easy to understand for a customer that I pay a one simple subscription fee and that covers the care what I need. So I think, and there's many different kind of things what will still change the healthcare, but these are some of the things what have accelerated, and I think we have a part to play in changing the way how the new services are actually used and how the digital healthcare should kind of change as well in these aspects.
Thank you.
All right, dude, short one. Name of a company you both admire and afraid of, and that's it. Keep it super short. Name the company you admire, but also afraid of.
Teladoc in US, they have done something I think very incredible in a way that's they're also a telehealth company, but what they have done is that they have convinced a lot of private health insurances to outsource their whole medical service provision to them. So essentially they're the key service provider for the US health insurance providers. I think it's a very powerful value proposition because there's a lot of kind of the costs can come down for the consumer and the health insurances if you can do the digital health properly. Okay. They can expand to Europe. This can be kind of a threat for us, but I think we have our own edges.
Love the passion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you for answering the questions. Very thorough response to every single question. And let's move on to the next one.
Yep. Next up, we have Tarmo Pihl from Siffi, which is a SaaS-like one-click access to mental well-being on a workplace with self-profiling and counseling sessions.
Hi, I'm Tarmo, CEO of Siffi. We add meaning to employee mental well-being. So Richard Branson has said, take care of your employees and they will take care of your business. Hey, this is not me. This guy, Satya Nadella, CEO of Microsoft, who said, you can't really succeed with a bunch of burned out people. These two exceptional leaders know that the basic success factor for any company are thriving people. However, employee mental well-being is a complete blind spot for vast majority of companies. There is no data-driven insights, and the benefits are at best one size fits all. Yet the cost of that ignorance is huge. Siffi is an employee mental well-being platform that offers both preventative services as well as intervention services with the help of more than 100 therapists and coaches. What makes us different is personalization and focus on data interpretation. Aggregated data is also accessible to company leaders so that they can contribute to better organization. Our customers are tech companies with multicultural and remote teams. This is why we support therapy in 30 different languages. As this market is growing quickly, we have a unique window opportunity to grow along. We have demonstrated already consistent growth quarter over quarter and have strategy to continue doing so. The addressable market is in tens of billions of US dollars, and our ambition is to reach 5 million employees by 2028. How are we going to do that? We plan achieving this by focusing on being a leader in selected industry verticals and tech hubs, and also by incorporating AI to participate in therapy and coaching practices and data interpretation. We have a very experienced and entrepreneurial team with previous exits. We are currently in the process of raising 2 million euros to take the company to the next level. Majority of that will go into sales and marketing, and the rest will go into tech development. Thank you, and I'm happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, Tarmo. Joey, are you ready for the questions?
I have a quick one. So there are several telcos. Could you just really, through those examples, flesh out the benefit you bring to their employees? Because obviously Telia is pretty big, for instance, Tele2, right? Can you walk me through that example a little bit and the benefits? Thank you.
Of course. I mean, every company consists of people, right? So their mental well-being has the major effect on how productive they are and how engaged are your employees. So this is something we bring to the table. I mean, if you look at the statistics, more than half of the sick leaves are related to mental well-being, mental health in general. So how are you going to address that? It lands usually on the HR teams, and they are not experts in managing that. So by outsourcing that to a company like Siffi, it first of all offloads them, and it also brings their employees to the hands of professionals. Second thing, it's not only about addressing anxiety, stress, or burnout. It's also being there early on, making sure that the access is actually granted, it's easy, you can find a professional or a solution what is personalized to your need. So this is the main pitch we provide to those guys. And obviously, companies care about this.
If I may, very quick follow-up. Trust. Is trust an issue for the employees, kind of their perspective? Because your employer knowing about your mental health issues, I mean, in transparent companies works, but maybe some corporate cultures are less kind of conducive to that. What's your experience?
Our experience is pretty good. So on average, 20 to 25% of all the employees use us. If you're looking at the health insurance, then the usual utilization is about 3 to 5%. So it's 5 to 6, 7 times better. And I think personally that the reason for that is that they do trust somebody who is outside of the company and who is professional, who maintains the data privacy. So I absolutely believe that the trust is always an issue, but in this case, it's addressed by this professional approach.
Thank you, Tarmo, for the overview. And also thank you for representing the ambitious goals. But maybe you can just showcase, so what is the unique value offer? Why are you better than everyone else on the market?
Yeah, question about differentiation. So I would say there are, let's say, 3 vectors that we are working on. First of all, we differentiate from the market positioning side. We are looking at the companies who have multicultural teams, remote distributed teams, and this segment is not well addressed by focused providers. This is like more commercial way how we address the opportunity. Second is the personalization. As I said, there are several companies who are providing a menu of services, but we try to understand actually what employee needs. So by doing the self-assessment, we see your profile, the different dimensions of your mental well-being, and try to recommend the things from our platform which are most relevant to you. And the third thing, everybody's talking about AI, but you need to put the meaning into that. So we are not AI company, but we need to build a data set to generate use cases and data models around that. So this is the process that's ongoing. We first are rolling out to the market, capturing the data, and building then the model on top of that data to enhance the co-piloted approach by therapists that we have on the platform.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Tarmo. And with that, let's move on to the last startup of the day.
And the last startup of the day is called Vivid Mind, represented by Darius Vietr. And Vivid Mind builds an early dementia disease detection tool that can save lives. Let's hear it.
Hi, I'm Darius. I'm the CEO of Vivid Mind. We screen for dementia with the help of voice as a biomarker. 10 years ago, my mother went to see her doctor complaining about memory loss. Don't worry about it, she said. It's just old age. 10 years later, my mother developed advanced Alzheimer's. She's not alone. Millions of people go around undiagnosed. The reason for it is that there is no simple, objective tool that'll tell you whether you should seek specialist care or not. Hence, the Vivid Mind solution. We want to become the golden standard of screening for this horrible disease. Our patented technology is called Sound Objects, and it helps to analyze human voice with unmatched precision. The short recording of a sound ah can render millions of data points that our AI algorithms analyze and help you determine whether you should see a specialist or not. We have launched our product as a digital application and plan to apply for a registration as a medical device. We launched our product in March this year, and we already generate MRR of about 10,000 euro per month in a subscription-based model. The business model focuses on health insurers, providers, and senior associations interested in prevention programs for the elderly. Now we want to convert our POCs into revenues at scale. The Vivid Mind team has a lot of experience, good track record, and gray hair. Julius and Ralph built and sold successful companies. Roland runs one of the most prestigious healthcare conferences in Europe. Myself, I managed the San Francisco office of a major strategy consultancy. The case of my undiagnosed mother should not be allowed to happen to anyone ever again. Help us make a difference in the way dementia is captured and cured worldwide. Thank you.
And thank you as well. Very important topic to tackle indeed. Now over to the jury for some questions.
Thank you so much. What would be your next big target or milestone to reach? Now, I saw that you are starting the clinical trial at the end of this year, but anything else that you would like to mention?
Yes, we would like to achieve the MRR of about 40,000 euro by the fourth quarter of this year. We would like to complete the product design and would like to have about a dozen or so B2B clients by fourth quarter of this year.
Any big hurdles on this road?
Yeah, the big hurdles is gathering data. Our data is just not simple recordings. We need to have the clinical description of a patient. It's not that easy to gather this data. There's a big project in the United States to gather about 30,000 of those recordings with clinical descriptions at a massive cost. For us, right now, we have managed to get about about 500 of those recordings. It's not easy. This is really something that can enhance the accuracy and precision of our model.
Thank you.
Can you tap into synthetic data? do you still have to have this primary data set? Can you synthesize a comparable one?
Yeah, we are right now at the AUC parameters of about 85%. In some blind tests, our accuracy is approaching 100%, but we still have specificity issues. We still have some false positives, but we think that this is due to the precision of our tool. We think that we're better than all the available tools on the market, such as cognitive tests, MoCA, Minimental. We think that we can recognize people with dementia much earlier than that.
Your pitch improved dramatically, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Maybe I finish. So you mentioned that you are going to apply for this medical device regulation certificate, but you already have sales. So who are your current customers and who will be the future customers once you get this certification?
Yeah, so our current customers are big health insurers, health providers, who basically weave us into their platforms as a prevention prophylactic type of tool. However, they do not put us in front of their medical doctors because we do not have the CE mark or FDA approval. So that's, ultimately we want to get the certification and the medical approval. Currently, we're being viewed as part of the prophylactic campaigns to advance the idea of mental health again among the elderly. We are viewed as a credible screening tool. We're about to publish in the Alzheimer and Dementia, which is the most prestigious publication in the trade currently. And as such, we have credibility in the profession, but we do not have the proper validation as a result of clinical trials, and we do not have the CE mark.
All right, thanks a lot for taking the questions. And that's about it. We've heard 9 different pitches from Medtech, and I think it's time to make a decision.
Yeah, the jury now has about 10 minutes to go to a secret room, put their heads together and decide one winner of today. But that's not it, because tomorrow they also have to pick another 4. So if your favorite doesn't win today, they still have a chance.
And at the same time, stay tuned, because we'll have an opportunity to learn a bit more about this year's Latitude.
Hello, fellow startuppers. I'm Nemaila from IO. Clock ticking. Don't miss out the opportunity to participate in the pitch competition if you want to be the next unicorn. To me, it was such an empowering experience and brought us so much visibility that we have been able to pitch in a lot of cool places, such as Brazil, Singapore, Japan, and other countries in the world. If you want to fundraise up to 1 million euros and have this life-changing experience as I had, don't miss out this opportunity. It's very easy. Just apply, and that's it. Unicorn drop, and I'm out.
All right, welcome back. And as promised, now we will have an opportunity to learn more about this year's Latitude from one and only amazing Nöp the dog.
Yay!
And actually board member of Latitude 59 and head of program of this year's event, Kai Isand.
Hi.
Did you lost all of your words?
Oh my God.
So excited.
Oh my God, I've never been to a studio like this. It's amazing. Oh my God, you're real. I've been watching this online. This is actually happening. Do you know how many people are watching right now? Oh my God.
I think we've broken all of the records today.
I think it's a good thing we can't see the people watching. Otherwise, I would lost my words as well.
But I think the views
the camera is not on me. I'm just so nervous right now.
The camera is on you though.
Okay.
And the views will go down because of the snow.
Okay.
But okay, jokes aside, let's keep the focus straight on the program
Latitude.
of this year's Latitude
Yes.
59.
Yes.
Let's kick it off in a free form. Maybe what is your first message to all of the viewers regarding this year's Latitude 59? What is the inspiration for this year?
Oh my God, you, of course, and you. It's been inspired by all these like young up and coming stars in the community as we have here. And it's going to be like full of like people like yourselves, you know, investing, organizing, pitching, hosting, like everyone is just, you know, up on this like mountain of success, and like there's no turning back. So it's like the inspiration are people.
Wow.
That's what Latitude does to you.
It's crazy. It's like really crazy. There's like, you know, like, let me tell you this, the inspiration.
Go on.
So if we start putting this together, there's just one shout out is to the Estonian startup community. When we put this together, I get calls every day, you know, people are like, Kai, I have friends in the highest places and we're going to get them to Estonia, we're going to get them to Latitude. Like, I just, like, you know, there's nothing else to do, just pick up the phone and people keep on coming. So a shout out to the Estonian startup community. Without you, Latitude would not just exist. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't exist. It wouldn't come. So the inspiration is the community and the people.
But with all the calls you get all the time, because everybody wants their friends up on the stage, how do you make the decision who actually goes on the stage, who will be this year's speakers?
Yes, the criteria is of course simple. First of all, I looked at their LinkedIn profile picture. So, and you need to know that, first of all, it can't be black and white because that's very depressing. So don't do that.
Okay, I need to go now.
I have also black and white. No, okay, jokes aside, yeah, no jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a joke.
That was a joke.
All right.
We are serious people doing serious conference.
Absolutely. Well, I could make jokes about like Karma VC. I know it's a legend, but I checked if they have a Strava account. If they go running, they are our people. If they have a dog, they are our people. And if they, you're happy with this answer?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, now we have very specific criteria of how are the speakers being selected and who are those speakers.
Wait, basically you can take your dog and run to the stage, yeah?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
okay.
Yeah.
That's how speakers are being born. Take note, guys. Let's maybe elaborate a bit more about this year's event. Last year, it was organized in different tracks. It was tracks were organized.
Same. It's the same. It's totally the same. It's actually maybe even the same speakers in the same order in the same panels, but no one will know. I just don't know if it might be the same. So
what are the
if
tracks
someone,
at least? Give us something. I mean,
the tracks. Yeah, so if someone notices, then yes, you are right. It is the exact same program, same speakers, many years in a row. We just changed like some of the words and some of the like panels, but it's the same.
So what has been changed this year?
Well, we do have some tracks. You are right. It's all organized in tracks. And you know what? It came to me in this crazy original idea to do it in tracks was when we went to another conference, and it was just, it was so hectic, so messy, didn't know where to go. So now we just want people to choose a few topics, what they like, and then go sit down, take the time, that hour to really, deep dive into it, see the people on stage, kind of focus on the topics, and then later they can carry on the conversation with the speakers, with everyone around them, and just connect, because connection is one of the keywords of Latitude 59 2024.
All right, so we can...
All right, yeah.
All right.
Very similar to Nokia.
It is, and there's another keyword actually, which is I'll tell you now what it is. It's connection and responsibility. Yes, because I'll tell you that story as well. It's really interesting. So started to think about all the technologies that is around us, right? And I don't mean just, your latest like Instagram update, but really like things are happening. I don't know if you have noticed. There is like generative AI, synthetic biology, material science, space tech, like so many, quantum computing, so many things that I have no idea how they work, right? So, my job is great. I can just talk to smart people all day and just smile and nod and say like, yes, 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 this is amazing. Read a Sifted article about it. Anyway, so all of this is happening around us. So we just, we kind of see a lot of optimism, which is great. Last year was a bit of a downer. Yeah, you felt that? It was a bit of like a, stuff is going on, economy is going down, war is around us, crisis is everywhere. So this year we're all about optimism, all about this responsibility that we gotta keep on solving those complex problems. So it's not about just responsibility in terms of, making it sure that there is food on the table. We gotta think about food on table in years to come, for generations to come, So that's
really
the responsibility. It is very inspiring. Optimism about building things, and Latitude has always been about that. Build the world you want. Just be bold. Be bold.
That was last year, though.
It's every year. So
that's the head topic of Latitude.
It is
be bold and then
forever
connect
and ever,
responsibly.
ever and ever after. Because Latitude, you know what? It's bold forever.
Latitude is forever.
Absolutely. I don't know. I do know, actually. It is the 12th year of Latitude. And it's a long story, a story that I wasn't there when the story was born. But now, someone is calling me, actually. It's just my fans probably watching. So please, I'll call you back, don't you worry. Anyway, so 12 years in the making. Can you imagine what was the first Latitude like? Like today, we are a global organization. We have people coming from, 80 different countries. We have people flying in, international journalists, different delegations, people from all sorts of walks of life. So that's why I say the inspiration is people. And we are building our global village vision now, and we are so perfectly placed between East and West. You'll see it in the program as well. We have a global village track. We have people over from Kenya, where we had our first satellite event in November. Woohoo! Yeah. And we have people from our amazing partner countries. Should I call them partner countries? I don't know. Our countries that we really look up to. Singapore, Japan, India. We're inviting them over and really getting the community also to turn maybe their faces from the West to East and seeing opportunities there. So we really are these architects of the global village here.
So if you read between the lines, you can still get some information about the tracks. So Global Village is one of the tracks that will be represented on this year's Latitude.
Very good. Yes.
So maybe we can have...
Let's play a game. What tracks do you think there are? What do you think?
I can't say because I'm part of the team. I know the answers.
Yeah, well,
so,
say one then.
So, you're up?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, definitely three more tracks at least.
What do you think?
The tracks are really, really thought through. They're coordinated with something that is actually happening. So,
absolutely. Guess how many speakers there are?
Generally in Latitude?
Yeah, all together.
Over 12 years?
No, it's this year.
I would say 73 speakers.
Very good. How many do you think?
Oh, geez. I think around 81.
Very good options and thoughts. I don't know, actually. I don't know the answer. But I will guess it's around 130.
So it's quite close. Only half away.
Not really. But
that's super good that the event is in like 20-something days and you're responsible for the speakers and you're not...
No, don't worry. It's ready. I just can't say it's classified information.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it's ready. It is ready.
It might be ready, but I'm sure you don't know the number, though.
I don't know the number, but yes. How much time do we have to fill here? Is there is there a limit? Because I can read them out one by one.
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, I think we can.
Have that,
Can we go in reversed alphabetical order, please?
I was gonna go by the age.
All right, let's start.
No, sorry. This is actually not good. Because
so name all of the people.
We are diversity focused, and we have a diversity of age, and we don't really put labels on people.
But all right, as the final kind of topic, because we've covered so much during this amazing interview with one of
By the way, everybody who's
board
watching,
members of
please,
Latitude
please,
59.
board members, yes, please do make sure that you have it in your calendar. It's going to be a busy week, 23rd and 24th of May. That is in 19 days. You are correct.
Right. As the final.
See you there. I just wanted to say, yeah. Get tickets if you don't have them yet. If you need to, just DM me, slide into my DMs. I'll get you a nice discount code. And yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still interested to know because I have it here, so I need to kind of ask it, you know.
Please.
So the final bit from my side.
Am I stopping you or?
A bit.
Oh, okay.
A bit.
Okay. Yes.
So the last bit would be. Last but not least, how to attend Latitude 59 in style.
Oh yeah, that's the most important question.
That is a very important question. I got these questions actually sent to me beforehand, and if I say beforehand, I mean 20 seconds before arriving. So great, I've been.
Well, that's in advance, technically.
I've had
so
some time to prep.
I mean, read faster.
So I was told that I could give some good fashion tips, and as we know, Latitude colors are
blue.
And
green.
No.
Neon green.
No.
Neon green.
It's
pink.
blue and yellow. It's blue and yellow.
I mean,
and of course, we wear blue and yellow because it's Latitude, but we wear blue and yellow because it's we are big supporters of Ukraine, and we have them on the stage as well. We have a delegation from Ukraine. We are supporting the Vona hackathon, which is happening at the Cannes Film Festival to tackle the ecocide happening in Ukraine. So if you want to attend Latitude in style, wear blue and yellow and support Ukraine.
Pink.
Yeah, but that's being bold. Then you have black.
Yeah, excuse me, guys. The focus was Ukraine.
I'm sorry.
So maybe just next question.
And
I don't know what question to choose from all the questions we have prepared.
19 days, guys. 19 days. I have some things to do. So.
No. So you want to leave us now? Okay,
Are they ready?
So you mentioned connectivity, people, positivity, food on the table. If you had to choose one thing that motivates you this year,
squeeze it here, right?
because we have the lemon, we need a lemonade. So one word that motivates you this year, what was that?
Motivates me this year?
Yeah, in case of Latitude 59.
Well, I think it is optimism. It was one of the keywords that we didn't choose. But I still think that around all these topics, and this is now without a joke, all these talks, all the topics that we do have people that are building things even without maybe knowing what is the success, where are they going, but they know that there's a problem in hand that they need to solve. So I think optimism around all these new technologies, optimism around where the world is at right now and how quickly it's changing and all the dangers that we have around us. So I think that's one of the keywords of the whole program.
We actually got an answer from her. That's nice. Thanks.
Yeah, it's a bit surprising actually. It seems like this topic was actually of interest to her, so it was a bit personal.
Yes.
Sharing.
I'm really proud of myself.
I wanted to thank you guys as well. You're doing such a great job here hosting and really getting the startups through to the main stage of Latitude, which is so crazy. They're pitching for 1 million. Isn't that crazy? Latitude is really punching above his weight already. I don't know why I said his. It's anyway, maybe I decided that.
Talk about labels.
But aren't we just amazing? The team is working so crazily hard behind the scenes, and we cannot wait to welcome everybody in Kulttuurikatel on the 23rd to 24th of May, 2024. It is in 19 days, guys. 19 days.
How many days?
19.
Is it
but day 0 is in 18 days, because we have events then as well.
Day 0, so.
All right, actually we would like to talk about so much more. But the time is up, and it seems like Jury has no other option than to get back here and tell us who was the winners of today's
excited!
Pre-finals event. So thanks for tuning in, Kai.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, yes!
See you after the live.
happen.
So we are back with the jury, but before we move on to ask the question like how was it and so on, we have one really important thing to do. Because as we mentioned, today is Gleb's birthday and he's
Thank you very much. It's very nice, very nice. Birthday jury duty. Thank you. Wow, this is a first. 12 years. I got this. Thank you, guys. Very lovely. Very lovely. All right, let's get back to business.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Indeed, back to business. So, as you might have seen, it took a bit of time for jury to make a decision.
Thanks for bearing with us.
Time well spent. And now we are ready to hand over to the jury for the final time to let them announce who is the one.
Yeah, so how was the decision making? Did you guys fight? Who won, who lose, like between three of you?
A little bit of blood, huh?
Yeah.
We had a very good conversation, very constructive.
Uh-huh.
But as with every single thing for the past 3 years, there's usually, it was very difficult. Who knew? Obviously, these have been selected from 500 applications, and now we have top 40, so it's not going to be easy to select this. But, obviously, I have my favorites because many companies listening, I know you, I've seen you grow and all that. So I was super biased, but we got our top 3. I think we definitely have that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and thank you for all the presenters, and thank you for contributing in innovating in the healthcare industry.
Yeah, absolutely. We had some amazing startups today. But you had to choose one, so I can't wait to hear who the one is. So with that, we give the word away for Tõnu Esko from Specialist VC to announce the winner.
So yeah, thanks everyone. And the decision. So we took our time and we really focused on what's the impact on the patient, how scalable it is, and how market ready it is, and we voted for Siffi. So Siffi is our winner. So congratulations and best of luck for the final competition.
You were ready to win, eh?
Gonna pop it.
Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Oh, great. I sense there are so good competitors here in the pitching spree that, it's a little bit of surprise, but really appreciate you and looking forward to take the big stage.
Right, one final hurdle to take. It is the big stage where you'll be competing with the other startups for 1 million euros syndicate coming from Specialist VC and EstBAN together. So we will see you soon. And on this note, I think we can wrap it up.
I think so. So the last thing is, if you don't have your tickets, now is your time, because then you can see this and 3 others and 4 others. So altogether, 8 startups pitching and competing for the million.
And don't forget, if you don't want to buy tickets, then slide to Kai's DMs and she will sort you out. Thanks for now. Take care.
See you tomorrow. Bye.